I'm James Story with Reign 6 and
Josh Burgess with Reign 6.
It's been around for about 2 years now, Salt Lake City, and we decided to start the company to create lifelong shooters, people to really enjoy the sport, adopt it, become it, live as full American citizens exercising their Second Amendment right. And so far, so good.
Yeah.
We are not only a training company, but we are a full-service gun shop. We hold a FFL, and we're an exclusive importer for Arsenal Firearms for the state of Utah. This right here, the AF2011, the double barrel 1911, was made in celebration, commemoration of the 100th year anniversary of the 1911.
Oh, nice.
So they said, let's make a double barrel 1911.
I'm shooting the AF2011 one more time today. This is that double-barreled 1911. We got a chance to take one shot with this. That was actually 2 shots since it is double barrel. We're going to take a few more shots with it today. There you go. And I'm dipping it, I think. There we go. Yeah. I know for a fact that I am pulling that trigger, I'm yanking that gun down as I shoot it. So I'm gonna put a few more rounds through it, try to get comfortable with it today. It's a very heavy slide, so if you're gonna pull that thing back, make sure and bring that hammer back first. It's much easier to work with if you do that. We got a little puller over here. That broke at around 7 1/4 pounds. Like any quality 1911 though, it's nice and crisp. And we'll see if we can get a reset for you on that. Reset is nice and short. It's everything you want out of a nice quality 1911, except that it's got even more. That's a trigger most people can deal with. You're just, you know, it's mostly the recoil and the anticipation that makes it slightly difficult to shoot. But we're gonna put some more rounds through it and just see how we feel about it.
They said, let's make a double barrel 1911. And they did it. And in the last video, I kept saying welded, I meant machined. So all of these parts, substitute the word welded with machined, and we're good to go. And with the magazine, in the instructions of the double barrel 1911, the instructions are to grab it firmly, just like so, and then it's gonna insert just fine. But if you do hold it from the bottom like this, the 2 tips of the magazines can come close together and be tough to insert. All right, so the hammer is one single piece of machined metal. The triggers are machined together, so if you pull one, both pull. We obviously have a slide here. That's a double slide. The barrels are not connected or machined together. They come out separately.
I think they're going around the bowling pin.
They might be, actually. That's a good excuse anyway.
Yeah.
Squeeze and breathe. There you go.
Not going to be a competition gun, I don't think.
No, definitely not.
What do you think? I'm here with Doc
I
Tac
haven't
Dad,
shot
by the
it
way,
yet.
behind the camera.
Hey, what's up, guys? Let's get some real action in here.
Yeah. Doc Tac Dad, how long have we been trying to do a nice...
I only had to move like 2 hours away just to get a collab video with you.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, we've been talking about doing some collabs for so
I know.
long.
It's going to start happening, though.
Yeah, I travel to meet with family and hang out with family sometimes, and I would pass by where you live.
Yep.
But now you're a lot closer to me.
Yeah.
This is going to be much easier.
It's going to be fun.
So if you guys like watching the Doc Tac Dad channel, or if you haven't subscribed to him yet, subscribe to him in the first place. But if you like watching his channel, like what kind of content he presents and his just general class level, then you know he's going to class things up around here. So keep watching. All right, let's just go on that steel silhouette right there. We'll try to keep every round on target and just take whatever time I need to take with it.
Mm-hmm.
missing that one.
Hot.
Hey, do you guys want to see this? We got a lockback in 2 rounds that don't want to go in.
Oh, snap. That's called limp wristing.
It probably is.
I'm glad we got that. That's fine.
Yeah.
They just didn't go into all the way into the
Your
back
thumb could
chamber.
have, maybe your hand could have actually pulled it up and held it back. When
That
it came
could
through.
very well be.
Yeah, your thumb could
I've
have
done
held
that
it back.
before.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to see how well it does with no magazine in the gun, just feeding the round straight into the chambers.
Drop it.
Yeah. I'll bet you anything I'm yanking that trigger and pulling the muzzle down, though.
Mm-hmm.
And like we talked about earlier, the late Boy Scout said, this is a gun that, you know, because you can make it, why not, right? I think it was something like that. Because we can, and that's absolutely true. Do people use it for a few other things like we talked about in the last video? Sure, but this is really kind of like when Nissan builds a GTR or Ford builds a, you know, supercar GT. It says to the world, hey, if we can do something like this and get some good cachet and marketing out of it, you know, it's going to help promote that.
All right, I'm pretty sure that I'm yanking this muzzle down as I shoot it, anticipating that massive recoil. That's my fault as a shooter, but I bet you'll do the same thing. Today, right now, we're going to try to get this thing on that cardboard target out there. We're going to see how it looks if I try to do a little bit of controlled rapid fire, just popping one off, getting back on target as quick as I can, popping the next one off, back on target, the next one, and just go like that as fast as I can, but again, controlled. And we'll see how I'm grouping. Maybe I won't even get on that target. I'll maybe start off aiming for the head, and I imagine that I'm going to pull them almost all the way down to the belly. But we'll see. We'll try to diagnose and also see how fast and what kind of a group I can get as I try to do a controlled rapid fire with this gun. We are definitely going left, but as far as our elevation, it's not that bad. So what I'm doing is pulling left more than I'm pulling down. Here's a look at some of the rounds on target. We obviously got one down at the very bottom here that I clipped. Must have really yanked that one. There's another one. You can see these things coming in pairs. It's difficult to say, oh no, that's a pair right there. That's easily a pair. There's another pair right there. That's definitely for sure. These are all shot from the same distance. So we're getting variations in pair width from, you know, from this distance. And again, only about 11, 12 yards. All right, so there is definitely some recoil to try to mitigate and compensate for if you're going to be firing this gun recreationally for fun, which of course you're going to do if you own one. But in order to sort of master that, you're just going to have outstanding trigger control and sight alignment, sight picture, all the rest. But trigger control is going to be really key in maintaining that and getting a firm grip to start with, but then getting that trigger press just perfect every single time. You'll get on target, no doubt, but it takes some control.
I broke the target. Nice.
2 8-round magazines that are joined together by a common butt plate. Okay. We have obviously all of your controls, just like a regular 1911 here, although, like was pointed out before, it is a rather large grip. This gun weighs in at 4.4 pounds, I want to believe. If my conversion is right, it's 2,200 grams. So right at that mark. An adjustable rear sight here.
All right, we've got kind of an inconsistent load happening now. We've got 8 in one and 6 in the other. The goal here is to see if this gun cycles shooting through one barrel and how well it does it. Also, might as well have some fun with this. Going to go ahead and try to shoot this thing one-handed, because why not?
Because I can.
Felt like I yanked that one, but we're getting a lot more centered.
Yeah.
I'm even doing better one-handed than not. I usually shoot better
Offhand,
left-handed.
one-hand.
Let's see how I do offhanded. It
You
doesn't.
shoot better lefty?
Well, kind of. Like, I don't anticipate the recoil left-handed.
Okay, yeah.
you have muscle memory, right?
Yeah, right.
And so your brain kind of knows what to expect from this finger and from that hand. It doesn't have any idea what's going to come over here. It really doesn't. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're not cycling there. It did not come back all the way, and we can actually see that it didn't lock back either.
Okay, yep, it didn't.
So it kind of got stuck in there with that round just not
enough power.
Not enough power.
Now wait a minute. Did you have two?
Yeah.
So that was on a double load.
Something went, yeah.
That was on a double load.
It didn't chamber the one round.
It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it will not, if you don't have both magazines loaded up, this gun's probably not going to cycle. In fact, let's go ahead and put both rounds in one magazine just to confirm what we're seeing. So we're loading just one barrel right now. I'm going to fire that and see how it does.
Yep.
And there's a really clear indication of it. And you can see that there was almost no muzzle flip comparatively.
Yep.
And we might as well confirm that with one more round.
Yep, same thing.
And that shoots like a 22 comparatively when you only got one barrel going on.
Nice.
But yeah, it won't cycle with just one barrel loaded.
Coming out of the custom shop, IFC, International Firearms Corporation, who is the importer, those guys are doing all types of awesome upgrades in-house now that just released 30 days ago. So you can get a trigger job on this. You can get ported machine, slide here, ported barrels, longer barrels. If you've seen the ad for the new James Bond coming out, the villain is using this same platform, but it's called the prismatic, a dueler prismatic. So this is all laser cut, machined here. The barrels come out longer, they're ported, and there's machining on the side and some polishing, and it just looks, pretty super sinister, which is why I'm sure they picked it for the film. It's a one-piece trigger, but it looks like two triggers. So inside they are welded together. You pull one trigger, two rounds goes off all the time. You can shoot it with one round, but it wouldn't have enough energy